Implement better training in your business and make sure it's not just onboarding training, that you have ongoing staff training. It's essential. Your teams need to be equipped with the knowledge and the skills to handle different types of challenges that they're going to face and how to communicate effectively with tenants, tradespeople, and your owners. This can help you avoid misunderstandings and ensure everybody is on the same page. And ultimately, that leads me to having better communication. I believe in transparency is the key. Transparency with your team, transparency with your tenants, transparency with your property owners. Make sure you're regularly checking in with everyone involved and keeping all parties informed of the status of issues. The more you communicate, the less room there is for misunderstandings and complaints. Welcome to the Property Management Podcast, and thank you so much for being here. Today we're diving into an incredibly important topic, property management litigation. And this might not be the sexiest thing to talk about, but trust me, it's something that you need to pay attention to if you're running a property management business. As a business owner in this space, you might not realise just how many hidden risks you're exposed to. From staff issues to maintenance delays and everything in between, there are so many things that can go wrong. And when they do, the liability can fall squarely on your shoulders, rightly or wrongly. And in today's episode, I'm going to share some of the personal stories and lessons that I've learnt the hard way. And most importantly, how you can avoid these pitfalls and protect your business. So let's start with the hidden risks as a real estate business owner. And there's a lot of risks that you might not realise that are lurking in your business. When you're running a property management agency, you're managing a lot of moving parts. You've got tenants, owners, maintenance, staff, trades, and so much more. But there are certain things that might seem small or insignificant, yet they can spiral into major legal issues if you're not careful. And believe me, I've experienced a few. For example, let me share a personal story about something that happened to me not that long ago. And I should have known better. I had a staff member who was let go mainly because she just was not coping due to the stress of the job. But I didn't put a clear reason for the termination in her termination letter. Instead, I was too nice and kept things really vague, thinking that would make things easier, make her feel a lot better. Big mistake. The lack of specificity, the lack of being specific led to a claim for unfair dismissal. And I lost. The moral of the story here is that when it comes to termination letters, don't be vague. Always be clear, concise, and follow the proper process for documentation. You never know when a staff member might come back to bite you, especially if they feel wronged. The second thing I want to talk about is a maintenance issue and how that turned into a lawsuit for our agency. We were sued by a tradesperson after a maintenance issue dragged on for too long. Well, his payment dragged on for too long. In this case, it wasn't the property owner that was sued, it was our agency. And even though we act on behalf of the owner, because we're the ones managing the issue, the lawsuit fell on us. Now, the tradesperson had had a falling out with the tenant and the property manager. The tenant had requested the repairs, but the property manager didn't follow through in a timely manner. Eventually, the tradesperson got frustrated with the delays, and I'm talking it was probably over a year that this dragged on for. And boom, we were on the receiving end of a lawsuit. And here's the kicker. We didn't even engage the tradie. The tenant did. And we were left to deal with the fallout. And this is something many property managers don't realise. Tradespeople can sue agencies directly, even if you weren't the one who hired them or dealt with them directly. And sometimes that can have serious consequences. In this case, we decided to settle out of court. We probably could have won, but the legal costs were going to be more than we were willing to spend. And this situation could have been avoided if the property manager had have acted sooner and followed up better with the tradesperson. The third thing I want to talk about is Office of Fair Trading complaints. And generally, a lot of these come down to poor communication. When you're running a property management business, communication is absolutely everything. And poor communication, whether it's tenants, tradespeople, or property owners, can quickly snowball into major problems. And I've had complaints filed against our agency with the Office of Fair Trading because of things like missed inspections, unresolved maintenance issues, and overall poor communication. When tenants or property owners don't feel seen or heard, or when something is deliberately or mistakenly neglected, things can quickly escalate the issue and suddenly you're facing a complaint. And this is something that happens probably more than we like to admit. Inspections not being completed on time or maintenance falling through the cracks that causes a major issue at the property. These can all lead to major legal headaches. And the time it takes sometimes to respond to these complaints is a bigger headache than it really needs to be. And we don't have time for that stuff. So I just want to highlight that Office of Fair Trading complaints can and will happen if you continue to ignore issues. And generally, when you get one Office of Fair Trading complaint, likely a lot more will follow because there is a systemic issue in your business. Not always the case, but in my experience, this has happened in my business. So what can you do to avoid these types of issues, and how can you protect yourself, your staff, and your agency? So I'll share some of the solutions that I learned through experience. Are you feeling overwhelmed and thinking about selling your rent roll? Don't worry, you're not alone, and HDNU is here to help. Whether you're ready to sell now or you just want to plan for the future, the friendly and approachable team at HDNU makes the process simple and stress-free. Hello, yes please. With over 30 years of expertise, they're not just about crunching the numbers. They genuinely care about helping you maximize your agency's value and get the best outcome for you. Their sales readiness bundle is like having a trusted advisor by your side. They'll work closely with you to assess your agency's key factors, create an easy to understand heat map of your strengths and opportunities, and then sit down with you for a 90-minute workshop to guide you on what to do next. They'll look at everything from rent roll earnings and rent arrears to compliance and team performance and explain it all in plain English. If you're planning to sell soon, HDNU can even handle the whole process for you, from finding qualified buyers to negotiating the deal. Their friendly, professional team takes the stress out of selling so you can feel confident every step of the way. And to get started, simply book in a meeting with the team today. Their link is in the show notes. They're here to help you move forward with confidence. Let's be real. Compliance is one of the biggest challenges in property management, and it can be overwhelming to navigate. It's time-consuming, stressful, and let's face it, one missed compliance check could lead to serious legal and financial risks, and no one wants that. That's where Sensor Insure comes in. Powered by smart sensor technology, it offers highly competitive building and landlord insurance, bundled with an ecosystem of smart safety devices. These include tamper-proof smoke alarms and water leak detectors with automated remote testing and a 24/7 accessible audit trail. Yes, you heard me right. Sensor Insure is a game changer. It's always on and integrates seamlessly with your trust platform to streamline processes and provides live reporting across your entire rental portfolio. This ensures you're always meeting compliance requirements, giving you total peace of mind. No more waking up in the middle of the night stressed or worried that you've missed something or your team has missed something. So whether you're looking to improve your processes and efficiency, reduce stress, or protect your agency from risk, Sensor Insure has you covered. You really should see how it works. I totally encourage you to book in a free demo today by heading to sensorglobal.com or the show notes to learn more about their solutions and how they can transform your compliance game. So insurance. First and foremost, make sure your business is properly insured. Well, you need to have professional indemnity insurance, and this will protect you in case of lawsuits related to mistakes or oversights. And of course, you have to have public liability insurance as well, which can cover accidents that happen on the job. Be sure you have the right policies, the right amount of cover in place with them, because you don't want to get caught off guard. You also want to have better systems. Implementing better systems is critical to reducing risk. In my experience, it's about having clear documentation, regular follow-ups, and processes in place for everything. Whether it's maintenance requests, inspections, or even termination letters, everything needs to be tracked and handled in a consistent, organised way. And use software that gives you visibility over your portfolio and check it regularly, audit it regularly, and make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. You can't always, as much as we'd love to, you can't always trust the people on your team. And sometimes it's not even about trusting people on your team. Sometimes things do genuinely fall through the cracks when we're juggling so many different things. Implement better training in your business. And make sure it's not just onboarding training, that you have ongoing staff training. It's essential. Your teams need to be equipped with the knowledge and the skills to handle different types of challenges that they're going to face, and how to communicate effectively with tenants, tradespeople, and your owners. This can help you avoid misunderstandings and ensure everybody is on the same page. And ultimately, that leads me to having better communication. I believe in transparency is the key. Transparency with your team, transparency with your tenants, transparency with your property owners. Make sure you're regularly checking in with everyone involved and keeping all parties informed of the status of issues. The more you communicate, the less room there is for misunderstandings and complaints. And if you are getting complaints and, the phone's ringing a lot more than normal, it's generally a sign there is an issue. Don't stick your head in the sand and not deal with those issues and hope that they'll just go away. Be proactive, reach out to people, have conversations about what is going on with different situations, and, really work on your negotiation skills and try to always find that middle ground and some sort of a compromise to the issues to avoid them getting out of hand. As property managers and business owners, it's really easy to get caught up in our day-to-day tasks and forget about the hidden risks that can pop up unexpectedly. So the key is being really proactive, putting your systems in place, getting the right insurance, and always be clear with your communication and documentation. And most importantly, learn from experiences. I can tell you I've had my fair share of legal headaches, and nothing causes a sleepless night like some sort of complaint or lawsuit hanging over your head. But it is learning from them and putting the right safeguards in place. And because of that, I've been able to avoid bigger issues down the track. So I hope this episode has opened your eyes to some of the risks in property management and given you some actionable tips on how to protect your business. And if you're not already doing so, now is the time to take risks seriously. Please reach out to me if you would like any more advice or guidance on this, or maybe you've got an issue that you're dealing with at the moment that's causing sleepless nights. I'm more than happy to share some of my experience and offer some guidance along the way. Thank you so much for listening. If you're ready to be a super organised, focused and productive property manager, buckle up, because Colmio is about to revolutionise the way that you work. Colmio is the driving force behind property management excellence in residential real estate. Now picture this, a comprehensive end-to-end system designed to be the beating heart of your property management tasks, manage your properties, owners and tenants, and handle payments, inspections, and even marketing listings without leaving the platform. Colmio is designed to be an all-in-one solution to all your property management needs. And here's the game changer. Colmio isn't just software. It's been awarded the most innovative prop tech scale up in 2023. Yes, you heard it right. Colmio has been recognised for their groundbreaking approach to property management software. How good is that? So property managers, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, dive into the future of property management with Colmio. You can book in a demo with the team today and go in their weekly draw for a Prezi gift card worth $100. All you need to do is to head to the link colmio.com/thatpropertymum, and Colmio is KOLMEO. Can I ask you a quick favour before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.